And welcome, guys. It's episode 20 of Boxed In. You can all unmute yourselves. Hooray!
Someone's looping.
Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
Wow.
Hey, wow.
Every week, it's usually me.
Episode 20 already ruined. We're like 5 seconds in.
God damn it.
But yeah, this is Boxed In with Friends. We have the full lineup here tonight for our 20th episode. Can you believe it? We've been doing 5 months worth of episodes. I don't know whether to cry in happiness or sadness or both. I don't know.
It's depressing that we've been at this for 20 weeks, but this has been a nice constant. So thank you guys.
I think I was wondering, maybe we'll be back doing improv by August. You know, what a fool I was then.
I thought May. So.
May? Okay. I'm your host, Tony Augusti, here with Kyle O'Neill, Nick Crestwood, Kate Holmes, Jacob Russell, Andy Mass, who's still on mute for some reason, and Caitlin Shea. Welcome, everybody. Andy, you can definitely hear you. So, yeah, how do you guys feel about doing 20 episodes? That's a pretty big milestone, at least in the live streaming world.
It's kind of like I'm watching us slowly, well, not slowly, I guess, but just kind of like tumble more and more into madness and insanity each week. Because we always come in and we're like, how's everyone doing before we start the show? And like every week we're more and more like, ugh.
Yeah, that's true.
Nick started smoking.
Yeah, Nick started picking up smoking.
I got back from Chicago.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sorry, shit, it froze. Yeah, I just got back from Chicago. I went out there I volunteered to help clean up the Tesla store. And I just want to let Elon Musk know, if you're watching, I'm a fledgling entrepreneur. I'm a businessman like you and a scientist. And just... Well, I'll let you know I help clean up after.
I think that's notable, I think that they really appreciate people's volunteer efforts there,
Yeah.
They could use all the help they can get.
Yeah, they definitely can't afford to pay anyone to clean it
That's
up.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of science, so I commend you.
We're all a big fan of that mustache, Kyle. Let's talk about that for a second. Everyone really seems to like that mustache. They comment on it and talk about it. And I know I'm saying it on purpose because I know you're growing facial hair in general, but right now it literally looks like just a shadow under your chin.
Well, I get it. I think it's great.
Everything looks a shadow under my shin.
Yeah, a shadow under your shin.
My chin, chin,
okay.
Chinny chin chin.
Speaking of shadow,
it's not good. It's a little pervy, but
I'm a fan of mustaches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I asked Andy.
I asked. I just waxed mine, but I asked for one for my birthday.
And did you get it?
We'll see.
Oh, okay. When's your birthday?
December.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Start now.
A long time.
Yeah, well.
I'm a fan of mustache rides.
Oh, yeah.
Well, giving or getting?
That's why I'm growing it out.
Yeah, Kyle is visiting Michigan again in September?
Yeah.
Perfect.
To give Nick a little mustache ride.
Hell yeah.
On the show tonight. On the show tonight, we have musician Alan Day from the bands 4 Years Strong and Here and Now, and also a friend of all of us and friend of the show, Jaime Moyer from Bob's Burgers, Modern Family. And she's going to be talking about a new project that's coming up.
Yeah.
She'll be on later in the hour. For now, let's get to our first hot topic. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's video. Apparently, this is getting a lot of hate. And let's talk about it. I'm going to play without the sound so we don't get sued. I will say the CGI is a little dated, like this is clearly CGI. Yeah, it reminds me of Jacob Russell. It reminds me of like Pen and Pixel, like the old. I just noticed all the gushiness coming out of the door.
Yeah.
Ew. When you say gushy, I can't.
It's wetness.
It's because their basement is flooded from their wet ass pussy.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
on YouTube, though, it's gushy.
In the video they say wet and gushy, which I'm like, why even do that? Then it should be WAG for the clean version, but it's Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion. And here
I kind of feel like a sub pump would have just taken care of it.
Yeah. Oh wow! You know what? I just noticed. I thought that was a statue. That's a real butt. Look at it. Look at it move. Did you just see that?
No.
Like a wheel. Oh, look. Okay. Never mind. I'm telling you that was a
real breast too, Tony.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Those are real tight.
Party. Megan is on the right.
Yeah.
And so, Caitlin, you were the one that brought this up. What kind of hate is this getting?
No, Jacob brought it up.
Oh, Jacob brought it up. Okay.
I just got really upset to think that people are angry about it.
Jacob, what have you been hearing? What's the word on the streets?
Well, I've been seeing people on like social media, like hating on it, men and women. A lot of there's women who's conservative or people say conservative women hating on it, and like just or women that like claim to be feminists hating on the video and shit, send them back. And then there's also, and of course, the men are trying to shit on it, and they're I'm seeing guys who like listen to some of like the most violent hip hop ever, like from men, and they hate on this, and it's like so it's like you ain't gonna criticize like guys talking about shooting each other and selling dope and stuff, but you gonna criticize two women talking about like what the most natural and beautiful thing on earth, sex. Wet ass pussy.
Yeah, there's a total double standard because like there's a lot of rap like I remember Two Live Crew. Dude, that was so fucking nasty.
Oh yeah,
you know?
it was very explicit.
All I know is that this gave me feels of listening to Lil Kim when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
And when I heard How Many Licks for the first time, I was probably too young to be listening to it, but it was on every mix I made because it was horny as hell.
And you knew what it was about. You weren't like so young that you misinterpreted it.
No, I knew exactly what she was talking about.
That's the one. The one that had Cisco on that song, right?
Yeah.
Song guy.
You get to the center of the now,
I have a point on that.
Let me ask you. You have a point on that?
Yeah, I was just gonna add to Caitlin's point.
Yeah.
And saying that like there's this tweet that I saw the other day I retweeted that was like it said it's actually really, really important for young girls to hear super sexually explicit lyrics from women. You know what I mean? It is important because like Caitlin was saying, like when we grew up, or Andy was saying it was Two Live Crew, and we're used to hearing that kind of stuff from like a dude's perspective.
Yeah.
And I think there doesn't matter what age they're going to hear it anyways. So why not hear it,
And owning your sexuality.
Exactly.
I was like happy when I found out about the song. I was like, nice, good for them.
Jake, what were you gonna say?
So actually Cardi B she clapped back at a lot of people like she always do. And she said that one thing she said, she pretty much said like she always gets criticism no matter what. When she made a song called "Be Careful," I didn't hear, but I think it was like kind of like on a kind of like more positive or something like that. But she got criticized for that. She said she got criticized for that song. Like no matter what she does, like you're gonna get criticism. And people when she raps about her pussy, which is her best friend, that she said, they don't like that's what people want to hear. He said that's what most people want to hear, so that's why she did it. She don't understand the criticism, and also she also said like to the people who were saying like you should talk about more positive stuff as a female MC. She said there's a lot of female rappers that are like that are very dope, that are doper than her, and no one supports them. The people that criticize her don't support like female rappers, don't support female MCs with actual lyricism, actual like deep content and a good and deep message and stuff like that. They don't get recognition at all. So like this is just double standards all over this motherfucker with this topic pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, one question I had is this the video itself? Is this a reference to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
The wettest pussy?
No, this particular
this
thing
this scene.
This scene.
Huh.
Because I have questions. I have questions about this video.
Indiana Jones and the wettest pussy.
Yeah, and then also going to this next thing. Is this supposed to refer to like this room they go into, the green and blue room? Is this a reference to something I don't get? I just thought it was very interesting looking.
I don't know.
Did you say green and blue? First of all, that is
really
not green and blue.
Sorry, well, like neon green and blue.
It looks purple to me.
Yeah, it looks purple.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, whatever.
I will say that there was also quotes from Cardi, because there's so many, like when a female artist comes around, everyone's always like, oh, they're out to get you. They're coming for like, they're trying to like top you or whatever. And she's like all about like inclusion and like it should be more of like, let's all represent for each other and like support one another, instead of this like, oh, they're coming to take, your moment or like your time, which I think is really cool, because she spotlighted some younger female artists that are like not as like well known yet, or like whatever at the end, which was cool.
On that point, I think that's most a lot of industries are that way, where it feels like there can only be one woman. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There can only be one female rapper. There can only be one female stand-up comedian. And that's just, we feel it too in our industry, I think, as well. And I think that's why it's really important for, people like Cardi to include other people, because it sets an example.
Kyle, you have something, then Jake.
Yeah, I saw like a tweet from someone running for Congress out here in California. I don't know her name, and I don't want to say it if I did, anyways. But she like tweeted like the video and was like, Cardi B just set women back 100 years, which is like no one in how in the 1920s when everyone was like going around talking about wet ass pussy. So,
I love it.
Well,
yeah,
actually, Bessie Smith was doing it with Tundra. I'm just surprised to learn that there are racist, misogynist people in this country that we live in who are threatened by female sexuality. I had no idea until today. I can't believe this shit. Also, I need a little sugar in my bowl by Bessie Smith. Check it out.
The video itself, by the way, is beautiful in terms of because I'm looking at just aesthetically. I was really into it.
Yeah, let's shoot to Caitlin's favorite part.
I thought the CGI could have been better. Jake, go ahead.
I want to read something from this article real fast. On Complex, there's an article with Complex Music. It's pretty much talking about what Andy and Kate were just saying. It's called "Why Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's Empower Anthem, Wet Ass Pussy is So Important." Y'all should check that out if y'all read it. Check it out. Read it if you're watching. It's on complex.com. But one of the things they said is both Cardi B and Megan are powerhouses of female sexuality, independence, and dominance in a male-dominated genre that is often criticized for misogynistic wordplay toward women. The two rappers have never shied away from taking back the narrative of the femininity, I think I said that right, in hip-hop. And during a time when Black women have taken social media to advocate for their protection and support while basking in their Blackness, the music video couldn't be more timely. That's what it says. Also, another thing I want to point out is that that kind of pissed me off is that people went harder to criticize this video than the criticism for what's my man name? Tory Lanez, that one fucker named Tory.
That shot Megan Thee Stallion in the front.
Megan Thee Stallion. They went hard. They went harder to criticize Megan Thee Stallion than to come to her aid or come and support her when she got shot by Tory Lanez. Which is when she get shot, like a month ago or a few weeks ago?
Yeah, about a month ago. She got shot in both feet.
Yeah.
And most people laughed about it.
That's fucked up.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm a terrible person. Well, I was just like, someone getting shot in the foot. I don't know why. It was just... Why is it making me laugh? I don't know. I'm a terrible person. I'm not going to deny that.
Only when the guy gets shot in the foot.
Speaking of terrible, there are a lot of people had a problem with this next cameo. I'm going to play it right here.
Yeah, I do.
You might tell the focus on the butt.
I love a good.
It's Kylie Jenner, everybody.
Ooh, who's that?
You don't know who Kylie Jenner is? That makes me happy, Andy. It really does.
I know, I do.
Damn it.
I got you finally.
Yeah. Oh, look, again, there's water in the background. I keep missing the subtle details of the...
Yeah, that's for
the flooded basement.
That's symbolism for the wet-ass pussy, Tony.
Yeah, I should say woman water.
There it is.
Water.
Cardi B is very flexible.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it was more like a slime, but I don't know, obviously.
Again, yeah, I'm just going
like
purely on theory. Nick and I will discuss this in our incel Reddit later.
Yep.
Yeah.
You bet.
Very detailed.
Oh,
like
Tom,
snail.
By the way,
You
Tom
can't see
Schultz in
below
the
the
comments.
desk that I'm sitting at, right?
Tom Schultz in the comments says that the purple and neon is a reference to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the Tim Burton version.
I guessed it.
So I guess another question I have as we're watching this is, like how Cardi B was saying that
Chocolate Factory.
Women with did somebody have their finger up? Sorry, I'm running through two windows here. If somebody else had something to say.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
No, you can just keep playing the video though.
Oh, okay. Do you think that because of videos like this, like there's a double standard, but do you think it puts pressure on like a female lyricist who has, that actually has bars to know that, or I don't know to know, but to try and make it without being sexualized? Because I can't think of too many rappers that do. Like I can think of Young M.A. or Young Ma.
Young M.A. That's her name.
Yeah, Young M.A. And but there's not too many other, and back in the day, like I still think Lauryn Hill is one of the greatest like female rappers ever, and even though she's known as a singer, like she really had great. I thought her lyrics were great.
Greatest female rapper or just rapper?
Well, I will say, yeah, just I'd put her among the top lyricists, but she's known more as a singer, which I think is kind of a shame. Okay, who is this? Who is that girl?
I don't know.
Anybody? If you know in the comments, if you're watching in the comments, because they have other people in here, so I thought, okay, Kylie Jenner is famous. Do you know who this is?
Yeah, that's Normani.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know. Don't name shame me. I'm not
name shaming you.
Okay, who's that? Who are these women? Who is that?
Mulatto.
This video's got Tony hot.
Yeah.
I do think there's something to that, Tony. Though
I don't know who that is.
Like, I think that you got to be like outrageous and like and kind of to get attention these days. So I think there's something to that.
It almost reminds me of like Jake, like kind of like the gangster rap days where there was such an issue of credibility. It's like you had to be street or you had to like rap about like gangster rap to make it. See the water gushing there again.
Tony's like really into this.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at Tom Schultz's comment where he said, "Is that Peggy from Mad Men?" It's just a thought. Too good.
But I'll remove this. No.
People are just up in arms because they're threatened somehow by women being in their sexuality, and that's the very sad part.
We don't have to like also like we don't like need to get into this like men versus women thing either, but I will just say like there are a lot of songs like "Wait Do You See My Dick," like
I got a hard dick.
Like
yeah, my song "Soft Ass Dick."
No, I say that. I'm not saying it's wrong.
No, I know, but like, why is it okay for certain artists to do it and not others? Everyone should talk about their parts as much as they want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like anytime anyone gets like a charge over something, it usually has more to do about them than what they're getting upset about. And I think that's always like something just to tip you off as to something's going on inside.
I will say my favorite line from the song is "I wanted to hit that dangly thing in the back of my throat."
Oh yeah, that was funny. And I was like, we all know Cardi B knows what a uvula is.
We like that God shit in this fucked up country. If you think you're going to talk about enjoying sex, Caitlin, you're wrong.
Yeah, it really is. It really is amazing how
God fucks.
Puritanical values dictate. Yeah. Talking about self-determined.
Every time God fucks, a baby gets leukemia.
Oh,
wow! I don't know where that came from.
I mean,
that's our next topic, Sturgis, and the band Smash Mouth. You probably know them for their song All Star, but they are playing the Sturgis Biker Rally.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are they just playing that one song on like over? Or do they have others?
They got some songs, Kate. They got some songs, okay?
Different versions.
They've got different songs.
Smash Mouth has bars.
No, they
there's
don't.
Some Smash Mouth the first Smash Mouth record I got in 8th grade, and it's like a punk ska record, and I love it. And I don't think they should be playing motorcycle rallies, for all these badass bikers. Ruins their credibility.
Yeah.
And it sets all musicians back,
and
a year.
100 years.
Shockingly, people aren't
100 years to the 20s.
Shockingly, people aren't obeying.
I wish
at the rally.
Yeah.
Do y'all think there's any wet ass pussies at these biker rallies?
Well, the singer of Smash Mouth doesn't have one. That's for sure.
I'd say more catcher's mitts, but
Tony.
yeah. Okay, I'm the perv. Anyway,
Mount Rushmore.
We probably have more clogged lines there than we do wet ass pussies.
That's true.
Imagine the singer of Smash Mouth with a wet ass pussy.
No, thank you.
Apparently, they have a lot. I didn't realize that so many musical groups performed here. Among the groups that pulled out include Willie Nelson, ZZ Top, and Leonard Skinner. But among the bands that are playing, Quiet Riot, and this is the most surprising, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That is surprising. You know what was also surprising is Great White either is playing this or is playing another show in South Dakota, which is like insane because they were the band that all those people died at their show. And
and the fire of people.
Yeah.
They set off pyrotechnics inside a small club and the whole place burned down.
Yeah. So now they're going to go play during a pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. Here's an even funnier fact about Great White. Like anybody cares about Great White, but they're because of infighting in the band. You know how there's like two Gallaghers and Pink Floyd, like Roger Waters and David Gilmour. There's like two Pink Floyds. There's two Great Whites. There's one Great White that tours with some of the original members, and another Great White that tours with the original.
I've always wanted to have a band like that where there's two versions and one can tour the East Coast and one can tour the West Coast at the same time, just cover it in faster time.
Like twins, is that like a Parent Trap thing?
Yeah, really. But Gallagher, for people that don't know, Gallagher, well, I don't think it happens anymore, but his younger brother was like, nice. I will license your act from you and tour the parts of the country you don't tour as Gallagher too.
That's the craziest story. It's one of my favorite stories ever, by the way. It's amazing. So good.
I'm surprised. Really, Bone Thugs and Harmony really surprised me because when I think of Sturgis, I think of a lot of Confederate flags, a lot of racism, a lot of white people.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that's almost like when, like at the Gathering of the Juggalos, you'll see like big groups like Method Man play the Gathering of the Juggalos. I'm like, really? Like,
yeah.
Wow, all right. Or
Too Short. Gathering of the Juggalos are
they love everyone.
People.
Yeah, that's true.
They have like.
They also throw back shit at people if they don't like their performance. Jay, go ahead.
I went to a Juggalo gathering by mistake one time.
You did? Wait a minute.
Not the actual gathering.
I need this story.
But it wasn't. I don't know if it was an actual gathering. It was just like a show at It was a show at St. Andrew on Devil's Night. Like,
so it was a gathering of Juggalos, not the gathering of the Juggalos.
No, it wasn't the gathering, but I still went here by mistake. Well, it wasn't by mistake, but I didn't know that it was going to be this way when I got here because a friend of mine, he's performing with this rapper named Awesome Dre, Detroit. He's a Detroit rapper.
Okay.
I think like from late 80s, early 90s and whatnot, but he performed with him and they opened for and later on when I got there, I found out that they're opening for Insane Clown Posse. So
wow.
I get there and it's so fucking weird. It's just like everyone's like super hype, but then they're super nice. And I was like, this is cool, but it's kind of fucking weird. And me and my homie, we there, and it's like, yeah, man, this is too crazy it's just too weird for us. We can't deal with it. And and I just remember like I look up at the ceiling, and it's like Faygo all hanging from the rafters and shit. And it's like later on they're gonna all that's gonna explode and come like leak on everybody. It's crazy. Like it's gonna explode on everybody, like all types of Faygo. And I'm like, I got on like an Al Sam jacket. He got on the Al Sam jacket. I'm like, yeah, we get the fuck out of here.
They allowed back at, I don't remember which venue it was, but that was one of the Halloween shows, and they destroyed it was like one of those venues where it was a upper and a lower, and they like destroyed the floors, and it was coming through the floor into the bottom of the other venue, so they weren't allowed back.
Just Faygo everywhere.
Yeah. But that's funny. They really did raise the profile of Faygo.
Yeah. One of our friends got sprayed with Faygo in one of Kyle's music videos. Shout out.
That's true. Well, the thing is, we made a Juggalo scene in our music video, and Shaggy Two Dope saw it and put it on his blog.
Oh, no kidding.
So he's like, these dudes are down. Also, Faygo, like Hot Topic was selling Faygo in other states because, like, you know, Insane Clown Posse. So it was like,
for those of you that don't know, our own Kate Holmes managed a Hot Topic. So, Kate, did you sell Faygo? Did you have to fill out the inventory reports for Faygo weekly?
No, I never sold Faygo. But this is like, I don't know, how long ago was that?
I don't know. It was
because I worked there a very long time ago, Tony.
What time ago?
12 years.
Oh, now you're making me do math. Okay, so
that's not too long. I mean, I think this is around the same time, or it could have been earlier, because the Insane Clown Posse has been around since the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, they were huge when I was working there. And Juggalos would spend money like nobody's business.
Oh.
They were always flushed with
every Juggalo has like $300 ready to spend on merch.
Yeah, anytime.
Like, they do like $500,000 every show in merch.
Wow.
Yeah, they're insane. One time we were in Albuquerque and we saw someone with the Hatchet Man sticker on their car driving, and we rolled down the window, and like Juggalos have a heaven that they want to go to called Shangri-La, and it's in the whole, like, you know, Juggalo Bible or whatever it's called.
I've always said it should be called Shaggy-La.
It should be, but we rolled down the window and we're like, "Are you trying to go to Shangri-La or something along those lines?" And he's like, "I hope so, man." Super nice. Every Juggalo I've ever met is super nice.
Go ahead, Caitlin.
I just want to say that I'm pretty sure we are not on Facebook anymore.
Whoa, what happened?
I saw us.
Well, we were on there, but it's not there anymore.
Well, are we?
I'm looking at the feed and I'm seeing it.
Okay, that's fine.
Zuckerberg.
I don't see it. I don't see us.
I don't see it either.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it, and I'm seeing.
Well,
can people answer in the comments if they can see this or not?
Also, I mean, as long as we're on, like, some of them, like YouTube, we should keep going.
It's been deleted off the Facebook. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Maybe we copyright.
Is it because we were playing that video, even though there wasn't sound?
We didn't play any music, though.
No, we didn't.
We don't have the rights to the video either. Is it still on YouTube, though?
Well, it's still on YouTube, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, we got to keep going, just because.
Yeah.
The show must go on.
But I'm still, I don't understand. I'm still looking at it.
Oh, well.
Let me refresh. Maybe it'll stop. Yeah, the start of this content.
Yeah, it stopped when I refreshed.
Well, okay. So I wonder if should we stop and relaunch and then stitch the videos together, Kyle?
I think we should keep going and just post on Facebook later.
Okay.
Or we can share the YouTube link. Someone can share the YouTube link on Facebook. But because if we stop this, we have to do a whole thing. It's like,
yeah.
We have to make a new link and everything. So
man, that sucks if that's the reason why. But Charlie, let's see.
Of all episodes to do that, what the fuck?
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Tom Schultz said it was there, but I don't see it.
I think if you were in it before it got cut off, if you refresh, it'll be gone.
Yeah. I'm just gonna post the YouTube link on our.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do the same on my personal. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. We're playing that video. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but we stopped and started it, and it was a commentary video. And like, for example, like Mask Off, they play video. Well, not those specific videos, but
who knows?
That's a bummer if that's the case. But,
but we'll get it going.
Or you know what? It might have been the Smash Mouth Cabal. We angered them by
on both and it's working, but I can't see it. So just don't refresh if you're watching it already.
Yeah. Actually, if you are watching and just type in the comments, like go to YouTube if the Facebook feed fails. Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah, I just posted it on our Facebook. So
actually, I'm wearing my Detroit News shirt, this vintage shirt.
Yeah, we're still on Twitter too, so we're good.
Oh, okay. So maybe my old bosses saw it and to shut me down.
Yeah,
I can't imagine that.
Don't worry, Charlie's watching on YouTube, so we're all good.
Okay, Charlie, what's up, Charlie?
From his elliptical.
Well,
we can't see the comments, so sorry about that. But
we can see the YouTube comments.
Yes, so go to YouTube if you want to comment, but if you're on Facebook, we can't see them no more.
Yeah.
But speaking of comments, we did post on Instagram if you had any questions to post them there. And we do have 2 questions so far.
All right.
Both are from our friend Patty Rooney.
Hey, shout out, Patty. I wonder where
Patty.
she could be.
The first one is, what is a weird quote from reality TV that gets stuck in your brain and you whisper it to yourself?
Oh.
I can answer that quickly because I've been watching 90 Day Fiance. I'm about to start season 3. And I keep quoting that all together. Toss is one that I keep saying. If anybody watches that show, that I keep saying that.
I've been watching the show Alone. It's not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be a story about my life right now in the pandemic. But it's actually about people like put on an island and then they have to see who can stay alone for the longest amount of time, like living off the land.
I would live forever.
That's what everybody thinks, but it's like they all so far I think the longest someone's lasted is like 70 days. Like they all go crazy. It's really interesting to watch. And they all starve to death. I mean, they all start starving and they have a team coming out. So if you starve too much, then they'll take you out of the game. And the winner gets $500,000.
I love that Nick's texting right now.
Yeah.
It's important. It's technical stuff about the show.
Is there like a fire going on next to you, Nick? Because I feel like there's like a flickering light.
It's a candle, yeah.
Does it have a scent? Is it scented?
It's scented with poison. It's one of those cutter bug candles.
Well, back to Patty's question. I don't really have like a reality show quote, but one thing I do like to do, mostly when I'm high, is come up with my own Real Housewives tagline. You know, that they say in the beginning. And they're just like, I may be a clean girl, but I'm real dirty. You know what I'm talking about? Like when they turn around, they do their whole intro. It's like one of my favorite pastimes to do. And that's it.
Nice.
I don't really watch reality TV, although I did watch that Too Hot to Handle on Netflix.
Oh yeah, there are two people, like all these horny people on.
Yeah,
but they can't hook up.
Yeah,
but I bet some people did, and they were eliminated, right?
Yeah, they lose out on the money.
They lose money if they do. Well, the whole group loses money, and then it was just like funny that people were getting pissed. And, the idea is like they wanted people to make like genuine connections instead of just like getting all like horny and hooking up.
Yeah.
Again, horny.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, real quick, Kyle. Then we'll bring on our guest. But Jake, you had something?
Oh yeah. The reality TV. I don't know. I can't think of a reality TV quote, but I will say. I don't know. I'm bringing this up, but I just watched. I was watching Chappelle's show last week, and they played the scene when he did the Real World when there's all black people and one white person. I was fucking. And
yes,
it still fucking holds up. It's great, and they like voted him out. They like, hey man, you gotta go. And, like he fucked his girlfriend and stabbed his dad and everything and shit. And and Dave Chappelle was playing this character named Tron. He's like, hey man, don't get mad. We voted you out. We could just fuck you up, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That sketch still holds up. Like a lot of shit still holds up. Some of it, some of it kind of wild here now.
You know what still holds up? I just watched the first 3 episodes of Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and that show.
Oh yeah,
That's such a good show, though.
Are you watching that on Hulu?
Yeah.
Oh my
Speaking
God.
of hanging with people, who are we hanging with next, Kyle?
well, he's gonna exit and come back in because the sound is weird for him.
Oh, damn it!
You had some comments in the YouTube.
But we're gonna be hanging with Alan Day of the band 4 Year Strong and his solo project, The Here and Now. He's a dear friend of mine, and he's insanely talented, and he should be coming back anytime.
Mm-hmm.
But
We've gotten a lot of comments on everyone's hair and facial hair.
Yeah,
Okay,
I saw
good.
Molly Lampy said something about that. You can read her comment.
It's just kind of given up at this point because
Mhm.
my hair is
there
more
he is.
root than it is not. At this
I think
point.
I
know you love it though.
Yeah.
That's the only
bring-
reason I haven't done it is because of you, Andy.
All right,
I love it.
there he is.
All right, welcome our guest, Alan
Hi.
Day.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey,
he's the real king of facial hair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
he's got his
I
own
like your mustache. I like your mustache though.
See, people
Yeah.
love the mustache.
Thank you.
Gotta keep it. Jake gotta keep his too.
Yeah.
Tony
I'm-
has to keep his. I'll
Yeah.
keep mine.
No, there you go. 4 Year Strong was kind of known for their beards, so I feel like I can be finally part of the crew. You know?
You were always part of the crew, Kyle.
Yeah. We did a lot of touring together.
We did. Back to I don't know when was the first time we toured together? Like 2009.
Yeah, Gig Life, which is 11
Life.
years. Yeah. That was,
I was there that night that everyone got those tattoos in Ohio.
oh,
Really?
Yeah. Me, Lisa,
Where's
and Whitney
mine?
were there.
It is-
I forget where mine is. Oh, mine's down here on my ankle. I don't know if I can get it up that high. I'm not very flexible.
Oh my god!
But
Great
it's,
job.
it's really bad.
what's
Yeah,
it up?
It's 2 crossed candy canes, and it says Gig Life because I love Christmas.
Yes, the tour we were on was called Gig Life,
Love it.
and it was like it was kind of cool because it was like us, Set Your Goals, and 4 Year Strong did the whole tour, and then we had Polar Bear Club like hop in, and the Swellers and a few other bands, and it was like kind of like the first like of our generation of bands, like the first like thing that we did on our own. And I feel like that kind of like brought kids out. It was like a really cool time, and it was like all summer.
It was amazing. It was one of the longest tours I've ever done, but didn't feel long.
It was
Like I've done some tours in my life that feel long, and you just can't wait for it to be over. But that was not one of those. One of those tours.
We'd barbecue every night, and
Did you get the barbecue tattoo?
I did not.
There was a barbecue tattoo.
Everyone got Gig Life tattoos, and everyone it like said Gig Life in the year. Sometimes it said 9 feet instead of 09.
Yeah, they put the apostrophe on the wrong side of 09.
Yeah. But
I think I got it mine is on the correct side.
Yeah, mine's on the correct side too.
No, sorry. Sorry, mine's on the wrong side.
So you got 9 feet.
9 feet, yeah.
Mine though, it says Gig Life and then just has Michael Jackson's shoes because he had just died. Doesn't hold up as well as you'd like.
Yeah, that was pre documentary, right?
It was pre-documentary, and it was, but you know, it was also poorly done, so you can't really tell what it is unless I explain it. Yeah.
So you're calling from a farm in Massachusetts right now, right, Alan?
I am. I'm at my house, my home mixing room studio. Me and my wife have a flower and Christmas tree farm out here.
Wow.
Yeah, that was gonna my first Alan fact was that you love Christmas and that you sell Christmas trees.
Oh my God, I love Christmas and I love Christmas trees.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, I've been selling Christmas trees for like I think like 6 years. Me and my wife started doing it when we lived like near Boston, and we just like bought a bunch of them from a farm and just set up on the side of the road. and we've just been doing it ever since. And since then, we ended up buying a farm and planting our own. And we don't sell our own yet.
What does it smell? What varietals?
We sell Fraser fir and balsam fir.
Does it smell amazing?
It sure does.
Oh, I love that smell.
Yeah, we've been planting our own over the years, but they take a very, very long time to grow because they're trees.
Right.
So we're not going to be selling any of our own trees for probably another at least 4 or 5 years, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a slow process. It's a labor of love,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of patience.
It does.
But when you love what you do,
don't work a day in your life when you grow Christmas trees.
Yep. That's the same. This kind of segues into my second Alan fact. You were kind of embarrassed, or you were worried that I was going to bring up some embarrassing stuff, but this one's very wholesome as well as the Christmas one. But there was a period when we would tour together where you would bring your own maple syrup in your jacket.
Oh yeah,
That was so awesome. You were just thinking about your maple syrup.
At that point, it wasn't actually my maple syrup, right?
You actually tap it now.
I actually make my own now, where I tap on the maple trees, and I boil the sap, and it's really something special. But at that point, no, I just like it so much that I would carry it around just in case we went to a Denny's or an IHOP or some diner. I'm not going to eat that fake crap, that corn syrup.
I'm with you. You can't go back once you've had that fresh maple syrup.
You really can't.
It is really
You really
good.
can't.
So
I just loved watching you pull it out of your jacket in your coat pocket and just pour it on your.
Take a swig quickly before I pour it on.
Nice.
Was it a glass bottle or like a flask or?
Oh yeah, a little glass bottle, which is super sketchy. I realize because it's like basically a little nip. And I used to bring. This is weird, but I used to bring it to school when I was younger in high school and take a swig of it every once in a while. And I don't know how I didn't get in trouble for that because this like brownish liquid in this little bottle is not.
Yeah.
I would assume someone wouldn't default to, he must be drinking maple syrup in the middle of a school day. But,
yeah,
I'm a freak. I'm a freak of nature.
We all are. You gotta let the big flag fly. And that was a wholesome fact. But
what else
as far as embarrassing, you were with. This is not embarrassing for you. It's embarrassing for me. You were with me on one of the most embarrassing things that happened in my adult life. On that tour.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Can I guess?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I hope I don't guess it right because that means
me too.
Really embarrassing things. I'm guessing it's when we were at a water park, and frozen. I can't. The water park, and you were on the surf wave thing, the artificial surf wave thing, and your entire bathing suit just came clean off in one fell swoop.
I was just standing there naked in front of the whole park.
It was amazing. One of my fondest memories. I honestly don't remember. It's been a long time. That was 11 years ago. I mean,
it's probably grown since.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah, I've gotten the pills and everything since. So yeah.
Wow, so that was a great time.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't so great for me, but now it is. So,
Nowadays,
now you have
all over the place.
Yeah,
you have the story now, and that's what matters.
Yeah, exactly. All of Pensacola at the water park saw my my body.
Is that why you have that order to stay away from children?
Oh well, Kate, not
Kate, always.
I know.
Pervert Kate,
and you're the only one with kids.
Yeah,
I
know. So you can't play some 4 Your Strong songs for us because it's the unspoken rule that you and Dan need to be there both to do it.
Yeah, we're kind of halvesies on that thing.
It's like Voltron.
Yeah. But you are going to play some songs from the Here and Now, which is your solo project, which is excellent.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for it.
Sweet.
Honestly, I haven't played any of these songs in a lot of years. First time I did it was yeah, this is the first time I've played them in probably at least 7 years.
All right.
So
well, that's a treat.
Well, yeah. Unless you count when I practiced them right before this. Then more recently.
Yeah.
I'm sure your fans will be excited to hear them.
They're great. I was just listening to them earlier. They're awesome.
Well, one of the ones I'm gonna play. It was really weird when I first signed into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have the little purple scroll thing going across the bottom.
Yeah.
And on the last segment before I was on here, it said like hot topic. Somebody once told me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that meant, but
we were talking about Smash Mouth.
Oh, that's what that meant? I saw it too, and I was very confused. And I'm on the show.
I'm not going to sing anymore. We're going to get dropped again.
Yeah, we'll get kicked off all of the internet platforms.
Well, the funny thing is, one of the songs is called "Somebody Once Told Me." So I was like, wait, did I tell him that I was playing that song?
That's funny.
We investigate all our guests thoroughly.
Yeah.
Kyle really said that she's glad that it wasn't a poop attack.
Yeah, that'd be much worse at the water park.
Yeah, to be honest, that's where I thought it was going. The story.
You didn't seem
naked body.
You didn't seem that embarrassed at the time. You went with it. You owned
that's
it.
all I could do.
What are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
I went to get on the wave again.
You have to laugh with them.
Yeah.
I wish you would have just gotten on the board naked and
Well, I was just like, I just remember being like, okay, I'm done. And then Dan was just like, no, dude, you got to go again. And I was like, all right.
I just don't know how it came off so cleanly. Like it didn't like get caught on your ankle. It was just like off and gone.
Yeah, just it was my time to shine.
Proud of you.
So, Alan, what's the first song you're gonna play for us?
I'm gonna play, I guess, a song called, what is it called? Broken by You. It's called.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Am I doing it now?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right. This one is on an EP that I released. Can you hear my guitar?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna put a little reverb, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
And to the group video, just mute your audio. You'll be fine. That's not for you, Alan. That was just for the group.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. So I'm gonna do this. It was on an EP I put out in 2012, maybe, called Born to Make Believe, Part 1. It was supposed to be Part 1 of Part 3, but I never ended up doing Part 2 or Part 3. So this one's on that. The other one was going to be on one of the other parts. But anyway, this one's called... What's that?
I was just introducing you like a fancy show host.
Oh, gotcha.
Ellen Day, take it away. Take it away, Ellen Day.
All right, here we go. I don't belong here when you're around, but I will just as soon as you're gone. 'Cause I feel safe alone. 'Cause I feel safe alone. I won't deny you good that you do. I will exist just the same when you're through. 'Cause I feel safer alone. 'Cause I feel safer alone.
broken by you. I feel safe all alone. I feel safe all alone. So I won't supply you fistfuls of promises, just waiting to be broken by you. I feel safe alone. I feel safe alone.
All right.
Yay!
That's it. I kind of messed up a couple times.
Couldn't tell.
I loved it.
Great.
It's been a long time.
I really enjoyed that.
Why? Why has it been so long?
I don't know. It's just life, you know?
Yeah.
Away that life.
Yeah,
It does.
your band 4 Year Strong, or 4 Year Strong released an album right before the pandemic hit, right?
We did. It was not the best timing for that, especially because it was going really well too, and we were out on tour. The album came out February 28th, and we were on tour. That was the first day of the tour, so we got to play 8 shows, I think, before the whole tour got canceled.
So how do you feel about bands like Smash Mouth playing Sturgis when you're stuck at home?
Man, I don't like it because it feels like a big old fuck you to all the other bands that wish they could be doing it but are choosing not to for the safety of others. But hey, I don't know. Maybe it's natural selection.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Well, the bikers needed some entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Now, since this is we're a Detroit-based show, 4 Year Strong is technically a Motown band.
Really?
That is true. Yeah, we were on Motown Records for like 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
We were, I believe, part of the reason it completely folded and went away.
So they're done now. They're not because I know they weren't. It wasn't like ran by Barry Gordy like it used to be. It was just like Universal.
Yeah, it was part of. It's called Universal Motown, and there was 2 like sister labels, Motown and Republic. And Motown officially now, I believe, is just like a catalog label. Like they continue to release all the like Motown stuff, but no like new signings and new releases. And we were one of the last. I don't know. Maybe I think there was probably a lot after us, but in comparison to how many they've released over the years, we were one of the last. And I'm honored.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's it was
pretty cool
to have attached to your name.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Everyone hears horror stories about major labels and things like that, but Motown was actually one of the best labels experiences we've ever had. I mean, the current label we're on is pretty amazing too, but it's not major.
I know. If I'm with your label now, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no. Our label now is amazing, but major labels specifically, everyone has these horror stories about what it's like for like relatively small bands to get mixed up in that world and get chewed up and spit out. And we did have that experience at a major label, but not at Motown. Motown was amazing. We had a whole team of people there that we were like really close with, and we had a really great relationship with everyone that worked there. and then everyone got fired. So we didn't have we didn't have a chance to get spit out, you know?
Yeah.
It tends to what happens with like major labels is like the people that bring you in get fired, and then there's no one's in your corner.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, and it happened right before Motown folded while we were in the studio making an album. And,
oh really?
Oh wow!
And apparently all the bands on the label were kind of in limbo of whether they were going to get picked up by the sister label or dropped. And if they were dropped, they would get, you know, paid to be released from their contract. But if they got picked up, they would just put out more music. We got picked up because we were in the studio, and less than a month after our album came out, we got dropped.
Oh.
So
that must be devastating.
That's my classic label story. Motown was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome getting dropped from that label. Thanks, Kyle.
Kyle.
It's a really rough patch in my life. Thanks.
No, I kind of get jealous of my friend's success. So I like when bad things happen to it. Like, no, I was saying that was awesome that you were on Motown and that was a good experience for you. Okay, Alan?
It was a good experience. Thanks for that, Kyle.
There's a famous quote, I think it's from like Gore Vidal, that says, "Every time one of my friends has success, I die a little bit inside."
Yeah.
But I don't think I've had enough success for you to die inside, Kyle.
Well, you do have your own Christmas tree farm. That alone.
That's true.
That's true. I guess I've made it to the top.
I think you've made it to the top of the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to get to the top of them right now. They're only like 3 feet tall.
Do they grow to Christmas tree size in 1 year?
No, they take a foot a year. So if you want a classic 7 to 8 foot Christmas tree, you're waiting 7 to 8 years.
Wow.
That's
it's the price we paid for Jesus.
You could stop believing in Santa Claus by then, but you shouldn't, because he's real for all the kids watching this.
He's real.
Yeah, he's totally real.
Yeah, lots of kids. You want to
play another song? Shut your mouth, Jake. Shut your mouth, Jake.
Fucking breaking hearts.
How dare you? Yeah.
No children should be watching this show.
You know what, Jake? You're muted.
Wet ass pussies for a while.
Oh, did we already talk about that song?
We talked a lot about the wet ass pussy. Yeah.
He asked in the pre-interview if he can swear, and I told him what we were going to cover on our first video, which might have gotten us kicked off Facebook. We'll have to see.
It definitely got us kicked off Facebook.
You get kicked off Facebook for saying bad things?
Well, I think because we were playing the video in the background.
Oh yeah, that's against the rules, isn't it?
But on mute, it was muted though.
Yeah.
So that's why we tried to get around it.
But why is that against the rules? But you can like use the audio in TikTok.
Who knows? It's such a clusterfuck, you know.
Hey, Alan, what kind of guitar is that behind you? Some kind of offset Telecaster?
Yeah, that's a custom guitar that was made for me, one of a kind, by this company called PJD, and it's like a Tele Deluxe thin line kind of a thing with the F hole in it.
Yeah.
But with a humbucker and a P90. This is really exciting stuff for the non-guitar player.
I play a little guitar.
You can't see the headstock. Maybe I can point it up a little bit. But it's got like a Gibson style headstock on it with 3 and 3 as opposed to the. It's a pretty cool guitar. I like it.
It looks really cool.
Thanks. I can't even tell who's talking right now. There's no mouths moving.
Frozen boy.
Hello, Frozen.
Oh, am I? Sorry.
No, you're good now.
No, you're not.
You're fine.
You want to play another song for us, Alan?
Sure.
Yay!
Can you talk a little bit about this one? And what? By the way, guys, don't turn off your video. You do not have to turn off your video in this system. Just turn off your audio.
Just the audio.
But Alan,
I get to see everyone.
Yeah, exactly. But can you tell us a little bit about this song that you're going to play? And maybe what it's about.
Well, funnily enough, I'll actually talk about the other song because I think it actually segues what we just talked about, because the song that I played is called "Broken by You," and the lyrics are I don't belong here when you're around, but I will exist just the same when you're gone. And the whole song, I wrote it, I recorded it, I showed it to my wife for the first time, and she's like, "What the fuck? Like, that's some pretty brutal lyrics to sing when you've got a wife or girlfriend at the time." But it's actually about getting dropped from the record label, and it's about that whole industry that like they think they're the thing that's going to hold all together, but really they're nothing compared to, like, I don't know, I have this love-hate relationship with the idea of a record label in which they have connection to the music itself, right? But they don't have their hand in it, really. You know, it's always the artists that create the music. So, well, I guess not always. There's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff going on there, but in rock music for the most case. So that was up the point in my life. I started that side project Here and Now kind of right after 4 Years Strong basically broke up after that album that then we got dropped from the label. It's pretty dark times. But I wrote some music that I liked in it, and that song was kind of all about that. All of the songs kind of are. So
okay,
this next one's pretty dark. But
it's a breakup album.
Yeah, it is. It's a breakup album with like the life that I knew for, a decade at the time, which was the band I was in and the label I was on and all that kind of stuff.
And what's the song you're gonna play?
This one's called Somebody Once Told Me, and it is
okay.
It is not a Smash Mouth cover.
Okay. But also, if I didn't mention to the viewers, you can catch all of this music on Spotify and the other major streaming services.
Yeah, well, actually, not this one, because I never released this one.
Okay, well, this is the only time you'll ever hear it, guys. You'll just have to play back the episode over and over and over.
I do have a recording studio, though, so I'm thinking about just recording some stuff and putting it out there in the world, because I have all the songs written. I just got to record them.
Yeah.
The world deserves it.
Yeah.
All right. Alan Day, everybody.
All right. Yeah, this song's called Somebody Once Told Me. It goes like this. Somebody once told me I was strong. Somebody once told them they were wrong. I wish that someone told me anything but what I was told. In a perfect world, it's easier to be just a memory. And every single day you live is just a fantasy. They're all dead to me. Somebody once told me I was happy. If they were right, then why would I be alone? I wish that someone told me anything but what I was told. In a perfect world, it's easier to be just a memory. And every single day you live is just a fantasy. But they're all dead to me. In a perfect world, we would always find ourselves in a perfect world. In a perfect world.
All right.
Bravo.
That was awesome. That was so sad,
Yeah,
man.
it was soothing.
That's like
Yeah.
hauntingly
really
You should
beautiful.
sad.
definitely
yeah.
record that and put it out like on, streaming or SoundCloud or whatever. Because
I'd
I think you should, man.
It's definitely depressing.
Yeah, well, you know what? I like listening to sad music when I'm sad.
It's a depressing time.
Yeah.
There's a place for that.
Sometimes I like
Yeah.
listening to sad music when I'm too happy. It brings me down a peg.
Yeah. Well, can't be
Yeah, we
too
all
happy.
need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be
Okay.
too happy.
Mm-mm.
Cool. Well,
All right.
thanks
Yeah.
for
Thanks
letting me
for
play
being
those
on.
songs.
Yeah, I know
Thank
we're all
you.
just like taking it like, wow, that was really. I'm telling you, man,
Yeah.
for real, you should record that and put it out, like, so the world can hear it more.
Okay.
Or they can just keep recording watching this recording over and over. Either
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, fine by us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Thank you
thanks
so
thanks for
much.
letting me do that, because it was like a blast from the past being
that
able
was
to play
great.
those songs.
Like I said, you can check out 4 Years Strong and Here and Now on Spotify and other streaming services. What, you want to give a shout out to your Christmas tree farm? Or you don't sell, you sell to private, you sell to other salesmen?
No, I sell to the public.
Oh, you
If
do?
you're-
Okay.
if you're
You
in-
want to shout out
Yeah,
your farm?
If you're in the Worcester, Massachusetts area, come on, buy a Christmas tree from Bellbrook Farm. We're
Oh,
here.
yeah.
We supply all of our trees from local Massachusetts farms until we supply them from ourselves, a local Massachusetts farm. We open the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
You know.
And all your trees are humanely harvested, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I knew that just by looking at you. You had to look at that.
Well,
Do
people
come with complimentary squirrels or chipmunks?
Some people think that real Christmas trees are bad for the environment, like cutting down trees is bad.
Yeah.
But I just got to do a little PSA right now.
Sure.
Set the record straight.
Yeah, real Christmas trees are so much better than fake Christmas trees because they're not made of plastic. And for every Christmas tree that's cut down, I know because I'm a Christmas tree farmer, at least one or two are planted in its place. So they're constantly being replanted. And when they are done, like people think like, oh, I just buy it and I throw it away and it's a waste. Well, it's not a waste because it's used for mulch to plant. Because when we plant the trees, we put like wood chips around them to keep the moisture in. So the trees are actually used to replant the trees. And also we give them to goat sanctuaries because goats like to eat them.
Oh, wow.
Aww.
Yeah, my neighborhood, they
So-
recycle Christmas trees. But my town lives on the side of a former rainforest, so I can't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right. Alan Day, everybody.
That's interesting to know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Thank you so
I
much,
love
Alan.
it.
Thanks so much for being on. Check them out
Thank
on
you for
Spotify.
having me.
And
thanks.
have fun down on the farm, man.
It was really good to see you. Hopefully, we'll see each other in person someday.
I hope
again.
I hope I get to see your full ass naked body again someday soon.
Yeah.
It's only a water park away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
need Pensacola.
And a vaccine away.
All right. Alan Day, everybody. Take it easy.
Bye, Alan.
Bye, Ellen. Thanks.
Cool
All right.
dude.
That was awesome.
Super cool.
It's great.
Yeah, Christmas tree farm. That's very interesting.
Yeah, man.
Without further ado, our second guest has been waiting patiently. I can see her face perking up in anticipation of her addition to the stream. She is a friend of Detroit, legendary improviser. You may have heard her on Bob's Burgers. You've seen her on Modern Family, a host of other shows. You can catch her on the 3rd season of AP Bio. Yeah, which is going to premiere on Peacock.
So proud of her.
We're going to talk about that. Let's give it up for Jaime Moyer, everybody.
Yay!
Hello!
Oh my God!
I love how Tony said it. My face perked up like the whole time until it was me. I was like this.
No, she was actually grooving to Alan. She was like,
Alan was fabulous.
Yeah.
I love Alan as an actor who has to have representation that's constantly shifting. I can relate. That's why I was weeping during his music. But it is weird that you guys would have 2 competing Christmas tree farmers on the same episode, because as you know, I also have.
In downtown Los Angeles, I believe you just plant trees.
Downtown LA,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should space out your farmers a little bit. I donate the discards to goat farms as well, Alan. So
okay.
I guess we both do the same thing.
Well,
buddy.
you know what? There's enough room for everybody. That's our philosophy here on Boxed In.
2 different.
Yeah.
Well, so nice to see all of you guys.
Yeah. I think we've all been inspired by you, or taking one of your workshops, or just seeing you perform, and go out to LA and do big things, including AP Bio. Actually, I was at an AWOL performance. I don't know if Caitlin Shea was there too. I don't know if this is the story, but by AWOL, friends of the show, AWOL Theater, were doing a pop-up, and you were there, and you were very excited about the upcoming season of AP Bio. This is like more than a year ago. But
I wasn't that. I was just living, Tony.
Yeah,
I was just living in the knowledge that I was on a hit show, so I thought.
And then what happened? You found out there, right?
Janelle goes, I just heard AP Bio was canceled. She told me the news, and I was trying to have a fun night, and we're all she's like, I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, it's all over Twitter. So then I go and I'm like, oh yeah, but you know what? We're so she and I messaged back and forth. Like when they got picked back up, I sent her a message that said, Peacock picked us back up so you don't have to feel so guilty about this, because she was feeling, of course I had to play up that I was devastated, just to fuck with her a little bit. But we always message back and forth on Twitter. Like I'll send her an article and be like, in your face, But we're so lucky that Peacock has picked it up, because it's such a special show, and I love it so much, and I love everyone who makes that show. A lot of Second City alum, from the executive producer on down to the writing staff and the cast, and it's such a fun show, and I'm lucky that I got to do, I think, 2 episodes, and I was slated to record a 3rd, and then this happened. So this is kind of derailed Mommy's career, guys. Little bit.
I will say, on the show, when you came on, I was like, we need more of this character. Can you talk
a little bit about your character, the character you play on the show?
I play Joyce, and she's the social media director for the school. But this is what I mean about the show. It's very subtle in its satire, because basically I just sit on live all day and I just talk in my Midwest accent about very Midwest things, and I'm like, the roofer came by. But then when you see the screen on camera, it's all these likes, thousands of people are watching it. So basically I'm the media influencer of the town. And it's a very, very fun character. She just pops in here and there, but really fun. And they let me do a lot of improvising on set, which is usually unheard of. Basically, it doesn't matter if you've got you could be Colin Mockery. If you're going in for a sitcom to do a part, you got to just do your part. There's no conversation. There's no wouldn't it be funny if I did it? There's none of that. So unless they offer you the opportunity, and that's what these guys did. It was the first episode I shot. They were like, we need some audio from you to play under the conversation between the other 2 characters. And so they're like, we're just going to record you. Just go, go, go. And it was legit probably the best day I've ever had on set in all my life because I just kept doing bits and like you see the crew and they're like holding the boom mic like.
And they've seen it all, so.
Oh, it was that was like the most fun day ever that they just let me go, and it's nice because a couple, just a nice day, nice Hollywood day. There's so many bad ones, guys. It's not a dang picnic. So when there's a nice one, it's a good memory.
Yeah,
and you're doing the big show on Netflix. His show, you have a couple appearances, right?
Yes, thank you, Kate.
Oh, of course.
Yes, I just watched it today. I just watched it today. Yes, I did. What the hell is that upspeak bullshit? But I just watched it today. The final episode I shot last year on, I think it was in October, they just released it and it's called Game On Netflix and it's a combo with a Mr. Iglesias. It's a crossover episode. Remember how they used to do when like Laverne and Shirley would show up on Happy Days, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is a crossover episode. So I just watched it today and I think I did a fine job, but of course I was just mortified because I'm playing at the school on this show. I play a teacher, but in this episode, I'm the ref for their like relay race and their big day of like what are those
like
called?
field days or
field day, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just as bad as I remembered it because I'm in a polyester black and white striped nightmare shirt. And I was like, maybe it won't look so bad on screen. Oh, it's no good. But that's just a costume, guys. I'm not tripping. Let me see. I've got a picture. This is exclusive.
Oh, okay.
For you guys on your
only here,
on
only
your
on
20th episode. On your 20th episode, exclusive shot of me in this dang thing.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Dare I say a little sexy?
No, you dare not when you watch it. But the big show on Netflix is awesome. I did 3 episodes of that. So that was good too. Thanks for mentioning that so much. Yeah, guys. So you can still see me that way, even though you can't see me in person. I was so sad to miss Diff. Diff 10 would have been this past weekend.
Yeah, very sad.
How are you guys doing?
Comedy festival.
Everybody's okay?
Well,
Now we've talked to a lot of like stand-up comedians and musicians about what it's like dealing with life in the pandemic, but not many working actors. When I say not many, meaning none.
Way to insult everybody who's on the show.
Yeah. So how, as a working actor, how has it been?
It's rough, y'all.
Yeah.
Not good.
How have you been dealing with it? Like, what are you doing? Because I think I think it hasn't like sunk in for a lot of people because they're still like watching things like on streaming and stuff like that. But come fall, it's going to be like all those shows that you're used to watching have not been produced because of the pandemic. So have they even shut down like animation, like Bob's Burgers and things like that? Or because I don't know
about Bob's, but I would imagine some animation might still be happening, but there's nothing is filming. It's like I talked to my manager and he's like, yeah, no. Basically, it's like 2 shows are filming where everyone's tested and lives on set for 14 days before they it's very shut down right now. And a lot of my friends that are really always busy and always successful, they're just relaxing right now. I'm just trying to relax, and my thing is, as long as people in my family and my friends are healthy, I'm trying not to freak out about it. I just want everyone to be safe, and I've been quarantining. I've been doing a really good job of not going out, and in fact, such a good job that my battery died in my car.
Oh no.
In my 2019 Mercedes. My car is old as sin. But, so the battery died, and my car was sitting in front of the neighbor's house, and I would go outside for a walk, and there was just cobwebs coming from the ground. And so it's like, I never stop going. I'm always on the go. And you know you're in a different thing that you barely understand. When like I went into my car, I had some mail. I was going to go to the post office. I went to turn the key. The car didn't start. I just got back out of the car, went back in the house. I wasn't even upset. I didn't do anything about it for an additional month. I just got my car back 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
On Saturday. So I basically was like, and then I just like went in the house and didn't worry about it. So things are really bad, but yeah, you know, things are really bad. Suicide watch. No, it's fine. What are you gonna do, everybody? You gotta just try to relax. And I've been doing a lot of art projects.
Yeah, it's weirdly comforting to know that like we're all in this thing.
Yeah.
I keep reminding myself that everyone else is going through this.
It's really sad and dark when you think about it.
Yeah, we're all in the same boat. Like I think everyone has like a freak out day, and then a day when you're like, oh, I can finally do some projects. And I never get bored, so that's good. I always have projects. I'm still going through boxes, Andy. I have like all these boxes. Andy and Sean brought me a bunch of boxes. They did a road trip.
And their cross-country trip.
And I still haven't even got through all. I'm like, like I have so many to-do lists over here. This is my hub. This is like my hub, where I keep all my everything. And I have like several lists where there's an empty box and then it says go through boxes. It keeps going on to new lists. And I've been making things. I made a sticker in your guys' honor.
Oh, nice.
I made some stickers for some of my friends. I made this one for my friend Peter because he loves West Wing and he loves Toby.
Okay.
And I've been doing this. It's an embroidery.
And true then confession. I started stitching and gave up after 2 stitches.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Kate, I have a tip. Because I didn't have all this set up for you guys either. This is just my hub. This is my hub right here.
Reachable.
So this is the book that came with the embroidery, and I hated it. And you're right. It's confusing, and like you're reading the book, and you're like, fuck the book.
Yeah.
But I went and watched a YouTube video, and that was much more interesting. And I'm a visual learner, so if you want to try, that would be a fun try. Also, guys, I love WAP. I think it's a great song. It's a real bop. It's a real
how do you feel about? How do you feel like we were talking about? Sorry,
would have been a Diff 10 song we would have all been dancing to.
Oh yeah, that would have been a real big one. Here's my thing. It starts out right from the beginning. If you know the hook. That is from a song from the early 90s. That's an old hook. There's some O's in this house. And to me, them even starting with that and reclaiming it, I just, you know, to me, if people are up in arms about this, I find it hilarious and fascinating. Even when people are mad about Kylie Jenner being in the video, I'm like, and she is on the billionaires list. So keep talking about her.
Yeah. I have her toothpaste, so even though I hate on her the video, I'm
Wait, she has her own toothpaste?
I didn't know it until I Googled it.
Own a lot.
I bought it because of the packaging and it was cool packaging. And then I found out it's her toothpaste.
Wow.
But I love the toothpaste, so I don't know.
I want my own toothpaste. Yeah,
I want Alan to be as famous as Kylie, though. So that's the hard part.
Hey, yeah, he was great.
He's so talented.
He's incredibly talented.
Yeah, I was like, I was messaging Jamie during the interview. I was like, you know, you'll be on after the section. She's like, it's fine. I love this guy. You know.
Yeah, he's fabulous. I like both songs. Were really good.
Yeah.
Jamie, have you been playing any online euchre?
I have not, and I'm interested.
Oh.
When the internet first came out in 2001, as far as I'm concerned, there was a way to play euchre with people on Yahoo. How do you how can you play it?
I think I know of a way. I think because I actually play myself on this app, and I think you can add multiple players. I just haven't figured it out yet.
I don't know, but I just know that you're such a euchre player, and I
am too.
I still don't know how to play. I'm a horrible Midwesterner for not knowing how to play.
Maybe we can figure this out.
Yeah, you tried to get me down, and I couldn't. I kind of got it.
Go ahead, Kate.
Anymore.
I have to say that the most anxiety some of the most anxiety I ever had was during a euchre tournament with you, Jamie. And it was like random partners, like you would just sit across who would be your partner for that round. And I got sad against you, and you look at me and you said, "Don't fuck this up." And I took it so seriously. I'm not from the Midwest. I'm from the East Coast. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a bad
And I
night.
fucked it up.
Night that was a bad night.
Jamie, give me last time
I tried to do a euchre tournament at the Ant once.
Yes, I was going to bring that up.
It really failed. And I made everyone pay the money, and the numbers weren't adding up, and people were like, "We need to leave," and I was like, "No, lock the doors!" Like everyone
That's
was
the
like,
one I was talking about.
Like, there's no way there can be a tie. There's no way there can be a tie.
Yeah,
And like
Diane Bailey was like, "Jamie, you can't hold us here." I was like, "But you're on the third team, and you gotta go against this team." And then after that, I was like, "I'll never organize."
It was like a six-way. There was like a six-way tie in the end.
Yeah, I really blew it. Everyone basically got their money back, and I was shamed. Nick, why so quiet? Where's your
You guys are
beautiful
frozen.
candle? I'm frozen.
Oh, you all are. I had to move inside because the battery was almost dead.
Well, I
Exciting
love your beautiful candlelight earlier.
Me too.
Yeah, it looked like a campfire.
It's much more flattering than what I've got going on now. I can tell you that.
Stop.
The time for at this time in the pandemic, it's all bets are off.
All bets are
Yeah.
on.
So
It's
Jamie,
so
have you
nice
been?
to see all your guys' faces. I like this is it's a delightful show, and congrats on 20 episodes. They say 20 episodes makes a habit.
Oh.
Sounds like we have an addict on our hands. Are you like in terms of like writing and anything like that? Are you pursuing anything like that during the pandemic? Because also one thing is that I always admired about you is that even as you work and do stuff, is that like you continue to do improv. Where a lot of people will stop, especially once they start getting things. But you've always been big about continuing that. But now that's gone too, not to depress you, but it's gone for all of us, which is part of the reason why the show's here.
Great. Good job,
Keep going.
Yeah. Well,
ask me about my mammogram.
And then it looks like it's going to get only worse, in the fall. So. But I was going to say, Kyle is in LA, and he's quarantining. So if you want a hangout buddy, I don't know how.
Kyle and I've seen each other about 2.5 times, and then this happened.
Yeah, we were supposed to hang out.
Kyle.
Yeah, we were supposed to hang out. There was going to be a Detroit party right before this happened, and the world didn't want it for us.
Kyle, did you at one time live by the airport, and do you still live by the airport?
I still have an apartment there, but me and my roommates are quarantined in Redondo Beach because
in a mansion.
Yeah, because one of my
got a quarantine mansion.
My roommate's aunt has a house here, but she lives in Michigan, so we decided to squat here and quarantine here.
Wow!
Squat in a mansion.
We don't have any. We have squatters' rights now. We've been here for 3 months or something like that.
Yeah,
good. Well, Kyle, everyone on this chat, we can all go backwards and go like, what would I have done differently? But I think it's good that you moved here, and I think everyone is doing what they're supposed to do, and we're going to get through this and figure it out. And to answer your question, Tony, not really doing much writing, not really doing much improv. Super miss it. It's not easy on me. I don't know that I've gone this long without performing in like 18 years.
Wow.
I would imagine it's been, but I'm just kind of holding out for a better days. Like I'm just going like, you know what? We're just going to tread water here, and someone's going to throw us a life jacket soon enough. So I'm just treading water.
Yeah.
And that's what's what.
This too shall pass.
I think it has to, right? And
yeah.
I hate to say this phrase, it's so stupid, the new normal, but like the new normal is going to be not as good as the past. Like I think the past is the past.
Yeah.
It's different.
But it's going to be different. But I think eventually they're going to start productions back up again. I'm hoping to get some writing jobs. I'm hoping to get back performing. But again, we just have to be safe and healthy, and that's the biggest worry. As long as we're safe and healthy, and luckily for me, I booked a couple of good things in January and even in February, and that when you're a working actor, it's awesome because if you do stuff, union gigs, you get residuals, and so a couple of those bookings checks have helped me as time goes on. So I feel very lucky, and I know a lot of people are really hurting way worse than me. So I just can't go to the negative because I'm like safe, and I have a house, and I have a very old car with a very new battery.
And a very cute dog.
You got a whole bunch of cross stitching and stickers.
I got art crap for days.
Yeah. I feel like this could be a show right here, like what's on Jamie's desk. Oh
my God, you have no idea. There's it's all in this area, and then you see this is my little. Look,
oh wow!
That's just some of my books, but this table right here, underneath that, even more stuff.
You could do a weekly craft corner.
I just lift up this little thing like this, and I just go under there, and there's all kinds of stuff at my immediate disposal. Oh, here's a great item, guys. This is a neck massager.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
See, now look at those. You see those things that go right here?
Yeah.
And then you turn it on. So this is it.
Sure, sure. Neck massager.
What? You think I can put this on my vittles? Look at this thing. It'll kill me. That'll be a wrap, a ruined ass pussy. Look at this thing. It's cute.
Never know till you try.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I got nothing but time. So
yeah.
There we go.
That's it, because this is like my calendar. It's just kind of loose, empty. I run trivia with my family. I run a trivia game, so that's kind of fun.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Guys, you do what you do.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I have to remind myself every day is like, what can I control today? And like, what can I control today? And I have to let the things that I can't control not get to me, or I'll just be like in a hole. So like,
we
really,
have to live.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And everyone, my friends are like, Jamie, shut up about this. You gotta drink a lot of water.
You do.
All day long.
All day
long. Oh, there's one here. I should put my sticker right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
If Darren's watching, I'll sell you these 10 cents a piece.
Yeah.
At Todd.
Yeah.
Jamie, thanks so much for being on.
Thank you, guys.
And know that we're especially
check out AP Bio on Peacock if you haven't started it.
Yep.
Now because it's
debuting
really cool.
September 3rd.
Yes, I love all you guys. I love every one of you.
Oh, I miss you, Jamie.
Be safe. I miss you.
Yep. And knowing, if you're feeling down, know that we're always rooting for you. And we're always on your team for you,
Hell yeah.
Hey, right back at you. Right back at you.
Super proud of you.
All right. Bye,
love
Jamie.
You guys.
Bye, Jamie.
Bye. Thank you.
I miss her. I miss
So great.
people.
She's never coming back, Kate.
Guys,
That show. Guess.
it's hard.
Just a role model, like as a female improviser.
Oh, for sure.
As we're in the Jamie Afterglow, I completely forgot the correction we were going to make at the beginning of the show.
Jake.
Jake.
Yeah.
Yes, like last week we were talking. I forgot how it came up, but George Washington Carver came up, and Jake was saying a couple of facts about him, but he wanted to just make a correction.
Oh yeah. Well, last week how it came up is they were talking about how a lot of stuff, just George Washington Carver shit got whitewashed a lot, and a lot of stuff he it just kind of pretty much when they mentioned it, just talk about peanut butter and that's it. But he did a lot of like agricultural he did a lot of things for like the agriculture industry and stuff like that. Like he just did a lot of things that gets whitewashed. But I said something like he was against abolition, which wasn't true. Wasn't true. I got my shit mixed up because when it comes to like back in like the 1700s, 1800s, and early 1900s, it just all the blurs, all racism. I don't know, but pretty much what I was trying to say was I read some stuff about him that he did receive criticism from other like black leaders for not being very vocal about politics and racism, stuff like that. Because George Washington Carver, he had a lot. He had a lot of like white. A lot of white people liked him. He was good friends with. He had a close relationship with Henry Ford, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it's just that like he didn't really like I don't know. I guess like he didn't really ruffle feathers like that. Like a lot of black leaders, they stood for like civil rights and like black, like trying to strides and like like the black experience, the black existence and stuff like that. He didn't really do anything. Not to say that he wasn't for it, but he didn't really do anything. It's like, if you quiet, what are you doing? So he received criticism like that. And it's just like with Tony, we was talking about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, like there's white people who don't like black people who love Michael Jordan. And it's like Michael Jordan uses, you have power to influence racist white people. Why not speak up? That's what I was trying to say about George Washington and Carver. He had the same thing. And that's what I mentioned in my show, that he was on some pretty much he was on some bullshit with that. But that's it.
Okay. Well, I know that's bothering you and you wanted to get it out. So Kyle, you like Michael Jordan, don't you?
Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Jacob, and that show is Mask Off.
Are you saying I don't like
Mask Off? It's on the Planet streaming networks, all of them, right?
Well, yeah.
Trying to plug your show, Jacob, for fuck's sake.
Well, he was talking about Who Nation.
Did everyone just catch Tony trying to stir up some racism shit in me?
I saw it, but then I was most dreadfully embarrassed and tried to plug Jake's show, and that went poorly as well. And
I wasn't plugging that show, but you did it for me, and I appreciate you.
Mask Off Friday at 9.
Yeah.
9. It should be your new TGIF, motherfucker.
Nick's an ally.
Go ahead, Caitlin. Yeah. Sorry.
See what I did, guys?
Oh, we saw.
For my birthday, I love you, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's Nick's birthday.
Hey, tomorrow's Nick's birthday, guys.
Oh, you fucking
happy birthday!
pricks. Unbelievable.
Happy birthday, Nick!
Well,
thank you.
Happy birthday, Eve.
You're gonna get some back now.
Happy birthday, Nick. I love your fuck, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love your fuck too, Kyle. I love to have your fuck inside of me and all around me and.
And you guys call me the pervy one.
Oh,
you are.
Nick, are you drinking apple juice or is that whiskey?
Or maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Right? What do you think, Caitlin?
Kind of whiskey will be my next.
It's Tullamore Dew, my favorite. Tullamore Dew.
You know that I love whiskey, but I've never had that whiskey.
Oh.
Try it. It's very tasty and very reasonably priced. Which is the
that's why I'm a Jameson gal myself.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way better than Jameson.
And
try it, you won't go back.
I have a bottle of Woodford and Blanton's right now, so I'm.
Did you already drink your maple whiskey?
What did you say? You froze for a sec. Woodward and Bernstein's whiskey?
No, I have Woodford, and then Blanton's, and then yes, Kate, I'm out of my maple whiskey, which I do love, and then I have the Grass Widow, I think is what it's called, from Two James.
I have the Diet Coke.
I'm not drinking the beer right now, which I usually do.
I follow the Jaime Moyer method. I drink water.
White Claw.
I crossed
Good
it.
Girl. You did.
I did.
All right.
I feel like those are so easy to drink, though. It's like too much, too easy.
That's our 20th show, guys. In the book. Thanks again to Alan and Jamie and all of you.
And all our other guests that we've had over the last
Oh yeah, we've had some awesome guests.
Yeah, it's impressive and sad that we made it to 20 episodes.
I just can't believe people watch this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're watching right now.
Also,
this shit is wild.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thanks to Planet Ant. Please.
1C3.
Yep, they still need your help. Donate to them. Go to planetant.com or just talk to Andy. Yep.
Hurting.
Go on the Friends did a takeover on the Instagram today, so check that out. Run by Katie Seamus.
Katie.
And check out our contributions and hers, and see how she restocks the drinks at work. I thought that was particularly interesting.
Shout out to Interior.
Yep. Shout out to no, we'll delete that. But yeah, thanks to all our guests, all the people that have been on, for keeping us watching and bringing a little togetherness in this this crazy ass time. Thanks to Kyle for booking all the music acts, and all the rest of the group for like suggesting and helping book other acts. It's appreciated. And we appreciate you.
Tony, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sure.
Running the ship, Captain Tony.
Yeah.
Captain Tony, where's my hat?
Tony, he's the hero.
Kate, do not bring up the hand jobs. Okay. All right. Well, that's our show. Take care of each other. I don't have a catchphrase to say at the end of the show, so the show's over. I'm just going to say the show's over. That's my catchphrase.
Show's over.
Stay